Hello, welcome to Nana's Journey. Today we are going to start installment 4 of the Brimming Over quilt. It's by Kim Diehl. Her fabrics are Quiet Grace, and it'll be 58.5 by 58.5 when it's finished. Although I might add some more borders because I want a rectangle quilt instead of a square one. So we'll see how that goes when we get there. Today we are going to be doing this star and possibly something else. These we've done previously. We did those ahead of time. And so here's the fabrics already cut out for that. We've got our half square triangles that will go right here onto this unit. So I took the half-inch ruler, centered it from corner to corner, and drew a line. I'll sew on those lines. I'll cut in between, press it open, trim it, and then we will add it to this and cut off, the other end. And those I will save. So these ones here, I've ironed in half, or you could just draw a line in half, and that will be like your folded corners. We'll sew them on like that right there. And that will be these units right here. So it's really pretty simple, and it should go pretty quick. So let's get to the sewing machine. Okay, we're going to start with our half square triangles, and we're just going to chain stitch these. Hold on to my thread tails. Okay, now I'm going to cut this in half, press it open, and we will attach it to these. Okay, I've trimmed and pressed them, and I pressed the seams open because these are going to be folded corners. And when we put them on our unit, we want the background to be at the short end of the rectangle so that when we do our folded corner, the background is at the top there. So I've ironed my triangles and my squares in half, and then we will just attach them. So. There's our unit, and then I'll just trim that off and save the pieces, and then I might be able to use them later. So now we need to put the folded corners on these pieces the same way. Let me check if they're supposed to go on a certain angle. Okay, they go in this direction. Let me get those pressed and trimmed, and then we can start putting the star together. Okay, now we're going to take these two units and sew them together so that this line of the dark fabric is against here. Okay, let me get those pressed. Okay, now we just need to sew our units into rows and then our rows into a block. So we've got these turned so that the dark square is towards the middle of the star, and it kind of makes a pinwheel. Okay, so you see we've got these pressed away from the center and these towards the center square. So we can just pin these together and then the block will be done and after we sew it. Okay, and this is our star. I like this star. It was easy and fun to do. I hope I find patterns, with more of that in there. Next, we are going to do these flying geese, put these rectangles together, and then make this unit here. And then we will put that together. And then next week we will do that basket. So I've got the rectangles and the folded corners, and I just ironed them in half, and then we will sew them on one way, trim, sew on the other one. So let's get over there. Oh, and this one, I will do these half square triangles like we did before, and then I will put this half with this half so that we can make what I call a combination unit, and then these will go on each end. So I'll show you that in a minute. Okay, let's get these out of the way first. We just sew these together in a row, super easy. And I will just press this all to one side. There we go. Okay, now I'm just going to cut these in half, press them open, and then we will put them together again. Okay, I've got those cut out, and yet I do end up with extra pieces. So I'm going to take this, and I've got this fabric on this side and that same fabric on the other side, and I've folded a crease from corner to corner in this unit, and we're going to nest those together, and you can feel it. And then I'm going to sew from corner to corner. And then we have a combination unit. So I just need to press that, trim it, and then we will attach one of these to each side. Okay, so this isn't so bulky right here, I am going to undo these 2 stitches right here and separate it. And now I will have a little 4 patch there, and these will lay down the direction they want to go, and it will lay flat. So we've got our combination unit, and we're going to put one of these on each side. And you just iron it away from the center, and you've got your unit. Now we just need to do these flying geese. I want to make sure that works because I've got to trim before I put this one on. So that fit. Now I've saved all the other pieces like this that I've cut off from this quilt, but these are too small, so I'm not saving those. I press that, cut that off, and I'll have a flying geese. And let me get these other ones finished, and I'll be right back. Okay, I've got these pressed, ready to sew together. And you want to remember you've got the X of the stitching here, and you want to do so that you go across just a couple threads towards this side of the X, so that your fabric has room to fold over and give you that good point. And then you will press towards the wide color part, away from the point. Okay, and everything will get pressed this way. Okay, now we've got these, except they're going to go this way, and attach it to this. And then this will get attached to this. Let's see, and I want the white over here. Sorry. I want the background towards this side. Okay, this will get pressed down to here, and this will get pressed down to here. Okay, we have our star finished, and these units done and put together. And next week we will work on a basket. So thank you for joining me, and I hope to see you next time on Nana's Journey.